Rocket Fuel, by Gino Wickman and Mark C. Winters. Every successful business needs vision. It needs big ideas, bold direction, and the ability to see what's possible long before it becomes reality. But vision alone doesn't build a company. Execution does. In Rocket Fuel, Gino Wickman and Mark C. Winters explain why the most successful organizations are powered by a specific leadership dynamic: the partnership between a visionary and an integrator. When these two roles are clearly defined and working in harmony, the business runs like it has rocket fuel. When they're not, even the best ideas stall. This book isn't about hierarchy or titles. It's about clarity, alignment, and playing to strengths. The core concept: visionary and integrator. At the heart of Rocket Fuel is the idea that businesses thrive when leadership responsibilities are divided between two complementary roles. The visionary is the source of big ideas, future thinking, innovation, and energy. Visionaries are often founders or entrepreneurs. They see opportunities everywhere, move quickly, and are driven by possibility. They are comfortable with risk and thrive in ambiguity. The integrator is the operational backbone of the organization. Integrators turn ideas into reality. They manage execution, align teams, resolve conflict, and ensure that the business runs smoothly day to day. They bring discipline, structure, and accountability. Neither role is better than the other, but they are very different, and problems arise when one person tries to do both. Why most businesses struggle. Wickman explains that many organizations fail not because of a lack of talent, but because of role confusion at the top. Visionaries often try to run operations, even though it drains them. Integrators are sometimes forced to create vision, even though it's not their natural strength. When roles aren't clear, symptoms appear quickly. Ideas pile up but don't get executed. Priorities constantly shift. Leadership meetings feel chaotic. Teams receive mixed messages. Accountability breaks down. The business doesn't lack intelligence, it lacks alignment. The visionary's strengths and blind spots. Visionaries are essential. They provide energy, direction, and inspiration. They see what the business could become. They are great at strategy, relationships, culture, and innovation. But visionaries often struggle with follow-through. They may start many initiatives without finishing them. They can unintentionally overwhelm teams with too many ideas. They dislike details, structure, and routine. When unchecked, the visionary becomes a bottleneck instead of a catalyst. The integrator's strengths and blind spots. Integrators bring stability. They are masters of execution. They hold teams accountable, prioritize effectively, and ensure that goals turn into results. They thrive on clarity and consistency. Integrators are often calm under pressure and trusted across the organization. They serve as the hub of the wheel, connecting departments and resolving friction. Their blind spot? They may resist rapid change or new ideas if clarity is lacking. Without a strong visionary partnership, they may focus too heavily on maintaining the status quo. Rocket fuel happens when roles are clear. The magic of rocket fuel happens when the visionary focuses on vision and the integrator focuses on execution. The visionary sets direction. The integrator makes it happen. The visionary brings ideas. The integrator filters, prioritizes, and executes. The visionary inspires. The integrator aligns and delivers. This clarity creates momentum. Instead of fighting each other, both leaders amplify one another's strengths. Trust and respect are non-negotiable. Wickman emphasizes that this relationship only works when there is deep mutual trust and respect. The visionary must trust the integrator to run the business. The integrator must respect the visionary's role as the primary source of direction. This partnership is not about control, it's about collaboration. When ego gets involved, the system breaks. The visionary must let go of day-to-day operations. The integrator must speak up and push back when necessary. Healthy tension is normal, misalignment is not. Decision-making becomes faster and cleaner. One of the biggest benefits of the visionary integrator model is clarity in decision-making. The visionary owns decisions related to vision, culture, and long-term direction. The integrator owns decisions related to execution, priorities, and accountability. This prevents decision paralysis and power struggles. Everyone knows who owns what. What happens when one person tries to be both? Some leaders try to play both roles, and Wickman is clear. It's possible, but extremely rare. Most people naturally lean toward one role. Trying to do both leads to burnout, frustration, and diminishing returns. The business grows to a point where it demands two distinct leadership styles. At that moment, the leader must either find an integrator, or accept that growth will stall. How rocket fuel scales the organization. When the visionary and integrator are aligned, the entire organization benefits. Teams receive consistent messaging, priorities are clear, accountability improves, culture strengthens. The business moves faster, not because people work harder, but because friction is removed. Rocket fuel isn't about speed alone, it's about controlled acceleration. Why this book matters. Rocket fuel gives leaders permission to stop trying to be everything. It reframes leadership as a partnership rather than a solo act. The most successful organizations aren't powered by superheroes. They're powered by complementary strengths working in sync. When vision and execution align, growth becomes sustainable, and the business truly takes off. Business world applications. In startups, this model helps founders scale without burning out. In growing companies, it clarifies leadership roles and reduces internal conflict. In succession planning, it identifies the leadership structure needed for the next stage of growth. In leadership development, it helps individuals understand where they add the most value. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like. Be sure to subscribe for more leadership and personal development based content in less than 10 minutes. Wickman, Gino, and Mark C. Winters. Rocket Fuel. The one essential combination that will get you more of what you want from your business. Ben Bella Books, 2015.